Hello, please excuse the wacky setup. I've got two camera angles this time. I've got my phone recording, which is the audio source, and this camera recording as a second angle point of view sort of thing. The point here is that I want to make a usable art material out of PCBs. Or, well, PCAs. These are PCAs. Technical distinction being that PCBs, printed circuit boards, are the bare boards that don't have any components on them. PCAs, printed circuit assemblies, are the final product thing. I should probably turn the soldering iron on. Yeah, I've never soldered in my life before. I don't have any solder because I'm desoldering the components from the boards. I did a little test. I removed one of the motors from this board. You can see the circular bit where it was. I've lost it, it's gone. Ta-da! The idea is to make it look as clean as possible and essentially try not to burn the board or myself in the process. I'm doing this in the garage because you need to do it in a well-ventilated space. I'm not massively worried about burning myself, and if I do, I could just... well, I've got water there. I would like to deeply apologise to anyone who's ever soldered at all, because this is going to be dreadful. But I'm an artist, I'm not an engineer. The reason I'm turning these into art materials, so to speak, is because I've been influenced by a couple of artists, namely Sildo Mieles and Namjoon Pak, and they both use technology to make sculptures. It's not exactly the same because they generally use the whole technology object, be it a TV set or a radio, but I think this conceptually still functions as a similar concept. And I think really the next step to figuring out where I go from here is to get the blank boards and just mess around with them. Is this hot enough yet? It's melting the solder on that. Great. I need to work out which ones are the ones that are holding this in place. I believe is this one and then another one. Now, fun fact, these fumes are explicitly toxic. There we go. And very bad for me, so don't try this at home, kids. Right, what next? I think I'm going to go for this switch. Almost made the rookie error of holding on to the heating element. You know, like a one stock image. I'm going to come back to that one, and we'll go on something a little easier. We'll do a capacitor. I need something to hold this. I could put in the device, but then you can't see it. Oh, I got the... fuck's sake, that solder iron is stuck in the spring thing. Oh my god! There we go. You're not going to be able to see this very well, are you? So... no. It's a practical concession. I've read online, once the actual solder is melted, hello, it should just come out. I can feel the capacitor getting hot. It's not coming out. This is going to be harder than I thought it was. Why is everything always harder than I think it is? Fuck. If this doesn't work, then I might have to come up with an alternate thing to do, which would suck. Oh my god, I can't see shit. I thought this was going to be uneventful. It's just difficult. I have freed a single leg of one capacitor. I'm a genius. Yeah, I think these are capacitors. Haha! I did it. I'm a mega genius. I can't drop this now. Look at it. Look at it. It's gone. Oh, I get a close-up of the capacitor. Focus. Hello? Okay, no, we'll do this camera. I don't know if this one is going to focus, but... Alright, time for a second component. I'm gonna get this switch out. If it kills me, I'm gonna try and get something out of this one because the legs are a lot more spaced and look a little easier to get out, if I'm honest. Update. It is in fact so cold in here that the soldering iron cannot heat up any of the solder enough to melt it, or you know, not within a reasonable time frame. I ain't waiting that long. So I have successfully removed 2 motors and a what's it called? A capacitor. And I'm giving up. That's it. That's all. But as it stands, I can't solder like this or desolder like this. I can't poorly desolder like this. So I'm giving up. I'm giving up for now.